The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
STRO, I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up. Never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze. Freeze. Stop you in your tracks. There's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Right to the 3. Come on, come on.
Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Gun.
Out of the gun, Newton. And a big loss here as he's taken down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Like 80! 54! And watch your leg!
First carry for James Conner, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage, it'll be back at the 36. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. On second down, Conner looking for space. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short game.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Carolina getting set to take the field. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On first down, Newton looking for the out route, and he's got more. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To the right side, and he's got more complete. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They find some open field here. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 47 yards. And you hear it all the time, but that's one of the dangers of the blitz. You get past that first wave, nobody else is there.
And when teams blitz, what they're trying to do is make you lose your poise, lose your timing and your tempo. But when you hold it together, you can really hurt them the other way, getting past that first wave.
Right back to Connor here on first. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
And it'll be intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Tighten up. Quick there, quick there. 8. Check 3.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. Give him 18 on the play.
As the field starts to get condensed, the defense likes that a lot because now you don't have as much space to cover, but a well-run corner route there.
Set. Like 5. Easy. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you.
On first and 10 is Connor. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to step that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Escaping the pressure right. That is caught inside the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. 4th down. Here's Roethlisberger. And he finds McDonald. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
39 yards there, a big one.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. On the ground, McCaffrey. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
This is McCaffrey. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, 36 yards. And the Panthers have taken the lead. extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead.
That's the score. Panthers 7, Steelers 3.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now Roethlisberger. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Again, it's Roethlisberger. Going up top. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Cut. Watch the eye. Shift. Watch the shift. 8.
A final shot before the break. Newton. Complete to right. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Big Ben and the Steelers with a first and 10 at their 25-yard line. Third quarter starts with a run from Connor. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now Roethlisberger. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. First possession in the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
2 times. You got 3.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Sean Davis that time on the tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Kill.
On second down, McCaffrey. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Now with toss, this is McCaffrey. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Check 13. Check.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Check 26. Check 26.
After the run, Newton going to throw. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going, and also you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, a give to Connor. The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6.
Easy.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. They'll try and throw for him with Roethlisberger. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Gun. Bang, bang. Express.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high schooler Chris Hogan. Touchdown, Carolina. Chris Hogan, 57 yards. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is now 17-3. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken. A need as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Completes it to Moncrief left side. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're nice. He's got a man complete. Over 30 yards there. And 1st downs on 3 consecutive plays now. You're at the point in the game right now where you got to start taking some chances, and that chance paid off.
And it's a good idea to be that aggressive because, truthfully, the defensive guys, they're just playing not to make a mistake. That often means you can make a big play against them.
2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Trey Boston. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Watch the pass. Mike 50, Mike 50.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Well, throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Mike 50, Mike 50. Watch the run, watch the run. Here we go, 50, 50. 20. 50. Watch switch. Express. He's the Mike. 50. 20. You're not ready. You're not ready.
Throwing on third down, Newton. He's going to walk one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there for Carolina. 55 yards. Newton on first down. And that is incomplete. Torrey Smith, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and that'll make it third down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey, and he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check.